Have you ever seen a picture of someone that made you stop and think, wow, there's a story behind that face? That is exactly what happens when you see Jena Malone. Her pictures, her expressions, and her choices do not just show a celebrity. They show a real person who has lived through hardship, learned from pain, and is not afraid to show her true self. Stay with us until the end, because Jena Malone's story is not just about fame. It is about honesty, creativity, and courage, even when life becomes difficult. Jena Malone was born in 1984 in Nevada, United States of America. From the beginning, her life was far from easy. She was raised by her mother, who worked multiple jobs just to survive. They moved constantly, sometimes even living in cars or small motels. Despite these struggles, Jena had a dream. She wanted to act, and she refused to wait for opportunities to come to her. She created her own path. At just 12 years old, Jena landed her first major role in the film Bastard out of Carolina. Even at such a young age, her performance was powerful and emotional. People could not ignore her talent, and Hollywood quickly took notice. It was clear she was different from the start. Many young actors chase fame, money, and popularity. Jena chose art instead. She focused on meaningful roles in films like Donnie Darko, Saved, and The Hunger Games. She played characters who were complex, brave, and deeply human. She never wanted to copy anyone else. She wanted to feel her roles and express something real, and that choice is exactly why her images stand out today. When people say pictures do not lie, Jena Malone is the perfect example. In her photos, you can see truth in her eyes. Sometimes she smiles softly. Other times she looks serious, thoughtful, or strong. She does not hide behind filters or fake perfection. She allows herself to be seen as she truly is, and that honesty makes her different from many in Hollywood. What many people do not know is that Jena is not just an actress. She is also a musician, photographer, and writer. Her music carries emotion, her photography tells silent stories, and her poetry explores pain, love, and healing. Every form of art she creates feels connected, like pieces of one honest message. Be yourself, even when it hurts. Life has not been kind to her at every stage. Jena has openly spoken about struggles with family, finances, and personal relationships. Instead of hiding her pain, she turned it into creativity. She used art as a way to heal, grow, and understand herself better. When you look at her photos from those times, you can almost feel that journey in her expression. There are important lessons we can learn from Jena Malone's life. First, you do not need to be perfect to be powerful. Second, creativity can heal wounds that words cannot. Third, being real in a world full of filters is a brave act. Jena proves that authenticity creates a deeper connection than perfection ever could. Even though she is not always in the biggest blockbuster films, people continue to talk about her. Why? Because she is authentic. She does not try to please everyone. She follows what feels true to her, and that honesty resonates with people. When you look at a picture of Jena Malone, you see more than beauty. You see strength, truth, and resilience. Her photos remind us that real beauty comes from being honest with who you are. And just like her, your truth can be your greatest power. Thanks for watching this video.